With the news tonight, I'm Royston Drakes. Thanks for joining us. We begin the news tonight by telling you that a brave 7-year-old rescued her 3-year-old sister from a burning building.
A fire of unknown origin, which started at approximately 9:35 hours last evening, has left two children ages 7 and 3 injured. The mother of the two children, whose only name was given as Kimi, was not at home during the time of the incident. The two children and their mother resides at Glasgow East Bank Barbies in the upper flat of a two-story concrete building. According to the 7-year-old girl, her mother would usually leave her to attend to her 3-year-old brother every evening. According to the 7-year-old child, a candle that was lit in the living quarters of the home was what started the fire. The little girl moved her brother from the burning building by tying him to a sheet and letting him down through the window. However, the sheet could not reach the ground, so she had to let go of him and he fell to the ground. The baby sustained minor scratches. The little girl jumped through the said window and injured her legs in the process. She was rushed to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital, where she was admitted. While the injured 7-year-old was out of the building, she screamed for help. Neighbors rushed over and had to kick open the door to get to the fire. The New Amsterdam Fire Service promptly arrived on scene and were able to extinguish the small fire. The little girl told the neighbors that she was asleep and was awakened by smoke in the house. The mother of the two children arrived on the scene shortly after, but upon seeing the police, she fled the scene. Reporting for News in Depth, I am Tanu Jaraika.
More news after this break. Stay with us.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, man, Bama. I ain't gonna get locked up teeth in them big stinky 30-second hand boots. Plus, it can be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go on.
Online shopping.
Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
Karibi rice from the lush rice fields of Guyana straight to your home. Karibi rice, our people, our rice.
Welcome back. The Central Housing and Plan Authority plans to build 247 houses across the country this year. The Central Housing and Plan Authority is aggressively moving to address the housing needs of citizens of this country with the construction of 10 of 19 single elevated units at Onderneem and West Bank Demerara. Now, this project is part of the continuous exercise under the Central Housing and Plan Authority Housing Solutions 2017 and Beyond project. Leland Saul, Chief Executive Officer of the Central Housing and Plan Authority, said in 2018 the agency will be delivering 247 housing units across the country.
Here at Ondernemen, BART Experiment, Perseverance, and Cummins Lodge. In addition, an additional 750 houses would be delivered via public-private partnership, and the media and the general public will be briefed more on that. Also, during this year, it is our intention to allocate 1,000 service lots across the country. That will be at Linden, Perseverance, Cummins Lodge, and Providence Garden.
On a tour of the worksite today, led by the CEO, contractors were moving apace to keep up with the deadline. Dennis King Tudor, CHMPA's Director of Operations, said the process is a simple one. Interested persons must apply and ensure that their names are in the system. She also made the point that once you are the owner of residential property, that disqualifies you.
dog, a man's bear.
The Jumbo Jet Thoroughbred Racing Committee presents the first ever Triple Crown coming to Guyana. With 21 races, 3 race days, and $20 million on the line, you can't afford to miss it. Action goes down at the Port Morant and a Rising Sun Turf Club on February 18, March 4th, and April 1st. Entertainment by Thunderbolt, Crown Vibes, and Slingers. Guyana's first ever Triple Crown brought to you by the Jumbo Jet Thoroughbred Racing Committee. This event is powered by Thanks DIH. Drink responsibly, 18 and over.
And before we go, a 17-year-old is recovering after she was burnt by her ex-boyfriend. 17-year-old Susanna Culpepper decided she wanted out of the abusive relationship, and this set off her 21-year-old ex-lover. There are reports that the young lady was at a friend's home 2 doors away from her parents' home in Charity, Essequibo, when the incident occurred. It was between 3 and 4 Saturday morning. The young lady was reportedly asleep at her friend's home when the man allegedly threw a fiery object through an open bedroom window. The young lady's friend also suffered minor burns. Her mother, Cheryl Ben, says her daughter was badly burnt.
A ball of fire fell through the window and fall on the bed with she and the friend that was on the bed, and the fire fell mostly on she. She said, Mommy, by the time she jumped up, she was all over in fire. And the fire take about 10 minutes to out from her. Wet burn on her face, a piece of her head, her 2 hands, and from her waist go right down to her toes.
Culpepper is now a patient of the burn care unit at the Georgetown Public Hospital. Ben said persons in the area recall seeing the suspect leaving the scene. He was arrested by the police, but he later escaped.
They saw the boy that she was living home with, Kyle Godet. He is the one that should do it to her. Because she tell him that she don't want to be in a relationship with him anymore, and he keep running after her all the time. Well, that is the reason why we believe that he did it to her.
Cheryl said she managed to talk her daughter out of the relationship after she was stabbed by the suspect.
It's the 3rd time. The first time he beat her, pop her on her nose. The 2nd time, he already bore her on her face here. The family, the mother, come together with the family. They beg her to try to make up the story. They don't want nothing. They keep begging her. And I get to understand the mother always is more than one time he doing these things. Yeah, I even put her back in school, register her back in school because she wasn't finished.
The suspect is also from Charity, Essequibo. And that's a wrap for this edition of our news. Do join us again tomorrow for another edition.